G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and thank you so much for joining me. Before we go any further, please hit like and subscribe. You can also head to my website, johnlewisguitar.com.au for some Kemper Profiles. Now, I should have done this a whole lot sooner. I've plugged my Kemper stage into my Marshall JCM800. I have done videos on the Kemper through FR speakers before, but I've never actually plugged it into an actual amplifier. And the way I've done it is by taking the main outputs on the Kemper stage and putting it into the effects loop of my Marshall JCM800. So on the back of the Kemper stage you have the XLRs left and right, but then you also have jacks that are outputs for monitors as well as, or headphones, as well as main. So you have essentially an unbalanced output for your Kemper. So those two outputs have gone straight into the effects send and return of the Marshall. Let's have a listen. There are some really cool attributes about setting up a rig like this. A couple of things notably is that you bypass the preamp of your amplifier. So we just get the full amount of power amp volume from the Marshall now. And it sounds like a JCM800. It feels like a JCM800 underneath my fingers now. Not that I didn't like how the Kemper feels under my fingers, but now all the things that I love about the JCM800 I'm getting under the fingers, plus I'm getting the sounds of my whole performances and all my other amps as well that are in the Kemper. A couple of things to take note when you are doing this. One is that you will definitely need to turn off your cab sim on your Kemper or your modeler, Quad Cortex, 1.6, Helix, whatever. Turn the cab sim off. I did actually find that it didn't actually sound too bad in the room here with the cab sim on, but it definitely sounded better and what it was meant to be with the cab sim off. The second thing is this Marshall and potentially definitely a lot of other amps have the ability to take the effects loops completely out of their circuit, bypass effects loop. This amp has that. So what that means is when it's active you need to have both jacks in use or else it won't be happy, and after about 5 minutes of playing it's like I can't do it anymore, and will cut your sound completely basically to save the amp. So the good thing about having two outputs, unbalanced outputs, we can just go use the send and return and get what we want. I'm currently using my Wizard performance patches. So this is Wizard Chunk, and this is what it sounds like through a Marshall. Kick it up a notch and add a drive pedal in front, distortion. This is the Kemper Drive. This is going to quickly become a game changer for me. I'm getting everything that I love about the JCM800 and I'm getting the sound of my Wizard profile. It's pretty awesome. Another thing to consider, all your profiles that you've set up that sound really great through your monitors and through front of house with no volume on the stage kind of thing, all that's going to be different now. Immediately what I found is that the morph setting is actually too much because it's all getting amplified by the power amp of the amplifier, and it's all coming out at the same volume kind of thing. So in the Kemper I find that the way that the rig is set up and the effects that come after the actual stack part, they all sit in a really nice spot. That has now changed because of the way we're amplifying it. It's not all bad news though, because I've just taken a couple of effects out and found that I don't really need to use the morph function as of yet. But I could absolutely also just jump into Rig Manager and dial back the amount of effect in the morph settings if I wanted to continue to use this sort of setup at a gig. just to demonstrate that morph effect, I'm going to go to setting number 4, which is an ambient lead setting. There's a little bit more background noise now because of all the effects on it, and probably here it's just a little bit too much on the effects. Like it sounds awesome, but yeah, there's way too many effects going on, all the kind of definition's been lost. So really that's the only thing that I would have to kind of dial back for my style of playing. You might not need as many effects as I do in your playing, but you can certainly manipulate it to make it work in this scenario. This is a really cool way of bringing digital and analog together. I will rave about the JCM800 and how it feels and how it plays and how it sounds till the cows come home, and I'll also do the same about how the Kemper Profiles amps and that kind of jazz. So bringing those two things together is just awesome. I'm going to leave it set up like this for a little while. I'm going to play it, I'm going to get some great tones, and please, if you try this or if you do this at home or if you do this at a gig, let us know in the comments and we'll have a chat about it. Alright guys, that's enough rambling from me. I hope you enjoyed the music, I hope you enjoyed the tones. Please hit like and subscribe. You can also go to my website, johnovicguitar.com.au, and Kemper Profiles, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.